The world of Stormworks can be a very, very hard place to live. We currently have $20,000, we have the starter base, and we have the optimism to succeed. Join me in the Hardcore Career Mode series in Stormworks yet again. Oh my goodness, for the first time in a long time, we have a crate on the start. I need to get to that, but I don't want to. Oh my. Getting on this ladder is always a struggle. Show me the money. Bam! 9 grand. All right, we have 29,000 starting cash then. Beautiful. Oh, it's so nice to be here again. Let me in. Yes. We need to build ourselves a seaworthy starter boat. All right, so I want to build something basic, but also something that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to build a catamaran. I've done it many times before, but I think it's the coolest thing to build at the start. Okay, so let's start by building one of the hulls on one side, and obviously it's going to get mirrored onto the other side. The main reason I'm actually building a catamaran is because I think they're kind of cool. That is legit the reason I want to build one. So that's why we're building it today. Now, in my previous career modes, I have done this before, and quite honestly, I feel like building a catamaran is one of the most stable things to build, and yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm building it too. But anyway, this isn't going to be quite as large as the build area. We're building it a little bit smaller, leaving a little tiny bit of room. To begin with, I built it a little bit small, so I ended up extending it upwards a little bit as well. And honestly, that was definitely a very good choice. We end up making it look way nicer doing it this way. There is actually going to be a lot more to this though, because we're going to need a bridge, we're going to need engines, we're going to need to figure out what kind of way we're going to power this, whether it's going to be electric, whether it's going to be diesel, whether it's going to be steam of some sort. I think steam would actually be very interesting. We could also do sails. Sails would be a very, very weird way of doing it, but actually, in real life, there are catamarans with sails, aren't there? So maybe, actually, we could totally do that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's crazy. It actually got dark whilst building just the hull. So we're going to retire to bed for the night, and in the morning, we'll come back down and I'll show you guys what we ended up with. Well, good morning. We had a good night's sleep in our little tiny house, and we're going to get back to work. There she is. What do you guys think about that? Obviously, we got the 2 hulls, we got the bit in the middle that attaches them together, and she's floating. It is actually floating. Beautiful. Anyway, what I want to do now is build up some walls around the front. We'll have a little bit of a dip down the side, and possibly we'll have some walls at the back as well. Alright, so it's wall time. I think we're going to go with vertical walls. I just feel like it makes the most sense here, so we're going to go with them being 4 high. So that is currently 3 and 4. There we go. We're then going to go ahead and do these pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're obviously going to have to shove this up the front as well. There we go. On the way back, we're going to go ahead and do the same sort of thing. There we go. Bosh, 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 bosh. And that is very nice as well. Missing a little piece right there, so fix that in. Going backwards, we're going to have to do the same thing. So I'm going to chuck all of these guys in. And then we can do 1x4s, and hopefully this ends up looking okay. We're going to go ahead and build walls down the sides, all the way to the back, and I'm actually going to open up some of the side bits further back here somewhere. Now, I don't know where I'm going to do that just yet. I need to figure this out. I should really plan these things before I build them, but I never do. Never, ever, ever. Anyway, let's go ahead and chuck this guy into there, and that looks interesting. Quite honestly, I feel like it's 1 too high, so I'm going to go ahead and chop off a bunch of this and have it 1 block lower. Oh yeah, beautiful. This is actually looking sick. So, obviously we're going to need propellers back here if we go with a propeller boat. We're going to need a bridge and, well, I want to add side things so that we can actually climb into this. Otherwise, we'll have some issues, probably. All right, so let's get to building the bridge then. It's kind of important that we build something where we can see out the sides, because honestly, being able to see is one of the best things. So, anyway, we've gone ahead and built ourselves the base. Looks a little bit strange, but once we get the windows in, you'll see exactly why I built it this way, because we can actually have windows pretty much all the way around. And then once we're on the inside, we can actually see out all of the windows as well, which works really, really well. You know, I did think about it a little bit as well, and I do think this ends up looking actually kind of ugly. So, at the end, let me know what you guys think this looks like. If you think it looks ugly, let me know. If you think it looks okay, though, also let me know. I'm just not feeling it, to be honest. But that's the thing with my builds. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. Also, we needed a bit of a mast on this thing, so I ended up building a bit of a mast. I chose yellow. I think this is actually a cool color, and I actually added my nav lights onto this thing as well. At the end of the day, I think it works, although it's kind of ugly. Well, what do we think of that then? The deck looks a bit weird, and I missed a piece. Oh, yikes. Anyway, we got our nav lights on the sides, we got that nav light on there as well. We obviously need some deck lights, we need some lights inside of the cabin as well, and also some spotlights, but other than that, we are good. We have a helm inside so that we can actually control the thing. However, it is very front heavy at the minute. Once we've got engines in this, it'll be fine. So originally I was thinking maybe we'd actually go for like a small engine inside of this thing, and that's why I put the hatch in where it is right now. This hatch will be changing as we go through. Anyway, small engine, I was like, maybe, and then I looked at the 3x3 engines and I was like, yes, we probably want a 3x3 engine. Just the power of the 3x3 engines is just so good. Anyway, I went ahead and positioned that, I went ahead and figured out where the props could go, and honestly, I think this is actually going to work out for the win. It really is. It's going to be pretty good. So yeah, this is what we currently have. Let's go downstairs. There's my engine. It is a 3-cylinder 3x3 engine, and it's going to output quite a lot of power. I went ahead and put the ladder back in here and the hatch, so we have a way in and out of both engine rooms, just like that. There we go. There is a little bit of a bump on the top, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit them, so yeah, there's bumps. But other than that, we're pretty good. We now need to put in stuff like an exhaust, we need to put in air supplies, we actually need to put starters on them, and other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then we could probably take this thing out for its first mission. Alright guys, let's do it together. So, the engine needs starters. So let's find the starter in this list right here. There it is. And chuck a starter on there, on here, and you know what, actually, don't do that one, because we might be able to get down the side of the engine if we ever need to repair it. Yeah, this works out fine. Okay, so, now that we've got the starters in, we need to do some sort of exhaust. Exhaust is actually just going to go up and probably out the back, so we'll put the exhaust right there. Okay, very good. We're then going to need a fuel supply, that's going to go on this side at the front. And we're going to need an air supply, which is actually going to go on the front as well. There we go. Other than that, we're going to need a coolant. So we need a coolant manifold, which is right here. And essentially, I'm going to have the ocean cool me down. There we go. So I'm going to attach all of these pieces together, and then we're going to let it run and see how well it works. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do then is actually add a funnel. This is going to be where the exhaust comes out the top of, and honestly, I think I am going to have the exhaust come straight out the top and not hide it whatsoever. Anyway, we need to pipe that together, so I end up putting pipes all the way through and up into that thing that I just built. And then I paint it, and that looks good. We then move on to the other parts of the engine. I go ahead and fill out this bit right here. This is actually the coolant manifold, and we had to modify the hull to actually put that in, but once it was in, that is fine. We then had to figure out fuel tanks. I want to use these pre-built ones because they're actually better. If we take any damage at some point, then we'll be fine, which is why that's a good thing. We're then doing the air, which goes up through here, which goes all the way through the bridge, and leads to the very top. The main reason for that is because if we hit a wave, no water is going to go over the top of the bridge. Unless we hit like a tsunami or something like that. We needed some gearboxes, so I shoved some gearboxes in, and we also needed some generators, so I did that. Well, she's ready to go, so whenever we get a mission, we are out of here. But at the minute, there are no missions to do, so I guess let's go to sleep. Thank God we can just go upstairs and go to sleep in our own... Whoa, there's a mission straight away. Apparently we have to rescue one dude to hospital? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not worth it, but we're gonna have to do it. I don't even know if this is gonna work. That bit needs painting, that bit needs painting, but never mind. Alright, chuck this in, chuck that in, there we go, throttle up, And drive. Oh, we're having some issues. It's always natural to have some issues. Oh. These are horrible issues, though. I don't know what's going on. Eventually, it started working, and we're at 22 meters per second, up to around 24. Alright, that's not terrible, I guess. I'm trying to find it. Wait, is that a crate? Okay, right. Sorry for the emergency. Obviously, there's a guy dying out there. but I really want this crate, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop by this first. Open the door. Let's see if I can grab it on the way past. Oh, 10 grand! Nice! Wait, it's that guy? Apparently he needs rescuing. Why has he got his arms crossed? Alright, let's go get him. Come, oh. Oh no! I might have run him over. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh, got him. Got him. It's like fishing. Alright, chuck him inside. I don't have any first aid kits, unfortunately for you, sir. So I'm just gonna take you back to a hospital straight away. Alright, sir, we've made it to the hospital island. You are still alive, so I've done something right. We gotta get on the island, though. Okay, first mission, we're entering, and bam, $2,185, and we've rescued a man. Something that you always have to check when you come to this hospital for the first time is the back rooms, just in case there is a crate in one of these rooms. Unfortunately, not today. Ugh. Well, I did take a nap anyway, so, yeah, hospital was good to me. We need to check around the island really quickly to see if there are any crates on the island itself, and if there are, we're gonna steal them. Yes, 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 yes! $8,500 just sitting here next to the This is a nice place to sit. No wonder it was here. Well, it's time to return back to base because we've done our job and we've made some money. That is what we wanted to do. Anyway, we come away from that with some issues, don't we? We don't have any first aid kits, and the boat requires a little bit of paint, as you can see right there. So we're going to sort those things out, and hopefully, on our next mission, we'll do a little bit better. We've done this quite a few times already, but it's time to go to bed. Also, it is raining quite a bit, so we want to go to bed anyway. Oh boy, oh boy. Today is not much better, but there is an emergency out in the ocean. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can get there. What I mean by that is the waves are pretty bad, the weather is pretty awful, and the visibility is actually extremely hard to see through, so I don't know if I can actually make it to the destination, but someone's boat's on fire and they're dying, so we need to try. Okay, we're setting off to the north, and hopefully we'll be able to figure this out. I've installed a compass in the roof so that if we do get lost, all we have to do is head south, and we should make our way back to, hopefully, back to safety. But yeah, look at this. They're out here in the ocean. An orange fishing boat has an emergency, and we need to put out the fires. Okay, well, the fire has been extinguished, and I can see why. The waves are so high out here, they are going over the top of my boat, and I haven't actually seen the vessel yet. I don't know where it is. Well, guys, I've been out here a little while now, and I actually can't find this boat. I think what's happened is it sank, and I can't do anything about that. I have no diving gear, and I just can't see it. Also, my boat is struggling with these waves a little bit too, so I need to get out of here. So let's head back. Well, guys, we made it back home, which is a miracle. We were getting thrown around by those waves crazily. Okay, well, we have an issue on this boat, so let's try and fix it. This battery wasn't connected to anything, so I need to find where my battery is, which is just here, and connect it up. There we go. Now that we've done that, we might need some deck lights, but I don't think so. What this thing is actually missing is weight in the bottom. As you can see right there, this right here is our center of mass, and it's actually really high, meaning that this thing could tip over pretty easily. So how are we going to fix that? Well, we could add a keel to this thing, however, we don't actually have very much room, so that's highly unlikely. Unless we put it here, but that's really weird, and I don't know how I feel about that, but it could be very strange, but what if we added the keels right there? I don't know. I don't know if this is a good or a bad idea. I've never seen anyone do it this way, but it probably makes sense. Anyway, we'll have to try that in the morning. Let's go to bed. Well, good morning again. We do actually have a mission today, but I don't think it's one that I want to do. The mission is to refuel a black fishing boat. Now, honestly, refueling is easy. However, we don't have very much fuel ourselves, and the oil refinery slash diesel place slash jet fuel place is owned by enemy AI. So if I go out there, they will probably destroy me. I think a time without many missions gives us time to actually go around and see what it's like floating about with the extra weight underneath. This thing gets nowhere near as much speed as it did before, however, it is so much more stable, which is exactly what we want. Alright, well, I decided to come out here to the oil rig. This thing right here needs fuel, and it also needs repairs. Now, quite honestly, I can't give it fuel. I just can't. Also, I can't seem to stop. We overshot that thing by a mile. Anyway, I've shoved it in reverse. Now we should be able to go backwards. There we go. What I can do, though, is I can repair this thing without giving it any fuel, and that'll do, like, half the mission. Sometimes I know what I need to fix, sometimes I have no idea what I need to fix. Is it down here? Is it in the engine room? Oh! Looks like it's back here somewhere. This motor is broken. So let's go ahead and try and fix that up. Is there anything else broken in here? This thing is sinking. Alright, full repair done. Let's leave. My boat has sailed away. What is it over there? We're actually on like a mission treasure hunt right now. So there's another mission down here. Black fishing boat requires servicing. That one is for refueling, so we can't really do that. But if we continue along the river, a river barge has gone missing, so we need to fix their emergency. Before we do any of that, though, we're gonna go over to this thing, and we're gonna collect that crate right there. I can already see it. Nice. Oh, no way, it's already getting dark, but we are on the island with... Oh, there's another one! Nice! Okay, 6 grand right there, and we're gonna go up this ladder and find another crate. But yeah, we're on the island with the... What's this thing called? A lighthouse. So, generally this thing does have crates, and that's awesome. Here's the other one. Bam! 7 grand. Okay, well, I don't really enjoy doing night missions, but we're gonna head down the river. We're gonna ignore this thing that needs refueling, because I just can't do it. We have 1,100 fuel on this side, and 1,100 fuel on this side. It's just not enough. So we're gonna ignore it, we're gonna go straight past, and we're gonna try and find the river barge with the emergency. Because if people need rescuing, that's our job. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's very much on fire. Okay, so we need to get a fire extinguisher. That is going to be our main tool today. 7 casualties. Okay. Oh, no. There might be more than 7 casualties now. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is a problem. I need to fix my own boat before I do anything else. Alright, we did manage to extinguish the fire, and we did that by absolutely annihilating the enemy boat. The enemy boat? No, their boat. The fire is out. Okay. My boat is still moving forwards. It doesn't slow down. It just doesn't. Alright, that's all somewhat sorted. I need diving equipment on this thing, otherwise fixing stuff like this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, underwater welder. Let's go. Let's go. You guys probably won't be able to see anything here, but I'm going to try and fix this stuff as quick as I can. Okay, we got to reverse backwards. Some of it seems like it won't actually repair, so we got to get back to our base very, very soon. I'm going to try and pick up as many of these guys as possible. In order to do that, I'm actually going to turn off my engines so that this thing stops moving, hopefully. Come on, just stop. It doesn't like stopping. Alright, first dudes that I can see are out here. There's one guy in the water. I think I need to pick the ones up from the water first. There is one in the lifeboat, but he's going to be fine. The ones in the water might have been kapowed by me, so I need to make sure these guys survive. Otherwise, we got some serious legal issues. Oh, now that I can see the flashing, there is obviously some more damage down there. Okay, all 3 of these guys, count yourselves rescued, I think. There we go, 1, 2, and 3. This guy's almost dead, so let's fix him a little bit. There we go. For some reason, my boat was bouncing there, but we're all good. One guy here, that's 4. Is there any inside? Any in the engine room? Nobody's in the engine room. Alright, we're good down here then. Let's get out. Get out of the engine room. I need to save myself. I can't be in here. It's sinking. Okay. 1 there, so that's 5. There's 2 more guys somewhere. Oh, there was actually 2 of them in here. Okay, follow me, you. There we go. There is 1 guy missing, and I hope he's not under the boat. There's only 1 place I haven't checked, and it is getting underwater very, very quickly. The front of this... Ah, yes, he's at the front of the boat. Oh, water is tipping in here. Come up. Let me out. There we go. All right, everybody is on my boat. I'm not going to say they're safe, though, because my boat is also sinking. All right, turn this on, shove it in reverse, go backwards. I'm attached to that boat. Oh, okay, we've broken apart. Now we just need to get home as quickly as possible. Go, go, go. We have more than 1 issue here. Wait, is someone almost dead? Are you almost dead? Whoa, 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 say something, buddy. He's not even moaning. He's just dying there. Okay, how's the guy on the back? How are you doing? You're fine. Okay, we've got more than 1 issue. Our fuel is gonna run out at some point, and we don't have very much left. So I gotta get back to the hospital as quick as I can. Ooh, that's a bingo! Look at that! There's a crate in the water. We're gonna try and pick that up on the way past. This could be a terrible idea. But we've opened the door. We're ramming into it. Here we go. Oh, we're going so fast. Alright, I gotta go back for that, because I can't not have it. They won't let me in. Oh. I should go get it, shouldn't I? Alright, we're turning around. Yes, we could run out of fuel, but we need the extra money. Okay, this time... No! Come on, man! Come on! Let me get it! Okay, it's closer. Oh, finally, it is slow enough. Bam! $8,000! Oh my goodness! Alright, we have absolutely annihilated our boat. It's having some issues when it tries to stop. It likes to just go back into gear. And I've crashed it into... I've crashed it into something else. This happens on every season, every series I do. I smash it into something, but we're good. Okay, so this is everybody, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7. That is 7 dudes. Alright, very good. I'm gonna grab this real quick. There we go. And this one. There we go. Alright, because fixing everybody before is actually gonna be so useful to me. We're gonna get more money. Alright, fix you a little bit. Yep. Alright, let's go, guys. Come on. I'll try and fix them all up before we give them away. Or sell them. Okay, I've healed everybody up as much as I can. I have no idea how much money that is, but it's a lot. Almost 3,000 per person. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to get this back to base right now. Fortunately, our base is just there. Do the engines work? Yes, they do. Reverse. Reverse. Oh, am I stuck? I don't know what's happening. Alright, we're good. We're good. Drive forwards. Take me home. Oh, yes. Okay, she's still floating, somehow. Well, guys, we made it home. Our boat is safe in storage, which is lovely, and we still have 1,600 liters of diesel. That's not bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're running into some issues then. If we only have 1,600 liters of diesel, then we need to find a way to get more diesel. And unfortunately, the enemies actually control our diesel supply. So if I need it, I need to go out there with some weapons. Probably. I have a different idea, at least for right now. So let's get that sorted. We left this little bit right here for a winch. So let's go ahead and shove a winch directly in there. I'm actually going to have it so that it pokes out the back a little bit, just like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint around it so that it looks like it fits, which it does. Okay, from there, we're gonna get ourselves some buttons. Yes, we are. We're gonna go with toggle buttons, and I'm gonna chuck them right here. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Connect this one to down, connect this one to up, and that's all we need. Alright guys, we are heading out, and we're actually going the opposite direction to the refinery. It's over there somewhere, but we're obviously heading in this direction. We're gonna have to go around this main island, and we're gonna have to head all the way out to here, which is Lighthouse OB. There is a diesel gantry here where we can buy diesel. Otherwise, actually, there's another one, isn't there? I don't know whether we'll be able to make it to here. We could try. Right, we're doing it. I generally find this quite difficult to do because sometimes it doesn't work, but we'll see. So, I'm going to grab this and we're going to try and take it onto the land. Here we go. In case you don't know where we are, we're at Holt Town, which is this little town right here. The diesel gantry is over there. We've parked around here, so hopefully we can attach this to the diesel gantry. Although, it seems like we're already struggling with distance here. Although I think it might just be slower unreeling. We'll see. Look at that. We got actually almost there. There we go. Drop it on the ground. Attach a hose to here and a hose to there. And then we can start pumping. Is that working? We're losing money, so hopefully it is working. Alright, so the thing is, we obviously don't have a tanker ship, so we're only filling up the tanks, the actual fuel tanks that we already have on the boat, so it's not going to take very long. Alright, well, I've run over to the center of town because, well, there's one of these trucks there. Whenever there's one of these trucks, you can capture the land, and with a bunch of these captured, we actually get money every night. So I'm going to try and capture as many of these as I can. However, it does take a little bit of time, so I got to sit here for 6 minutes. Oh, what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ding, 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 ding. We successfully captured Holt Town. Alright, so before we go anywhere, I actually want to go to sleep, but I'm going to check a bunch of these houses for crates before we leave. Alright, get out my way, please, because I need to turn that off. I need to detach this, and we need to take this back to the boat. It is the next morning, obviously, and, yeah, we're not doing too bad here, I don't think. Oh, there she is. As long as it's not damaged, I'm happy to get back on board. And honestly, doesn't look damaged to me. Alright, so we chuck this here. There we go. We attach this guy. Oh! Problem. We've only refueled this side. Wait, if I go inside, is that true? This side has 800. This side has... Oh, okay. So we could actually put more on board if we wanted to. Because my fuel tanks aren't attached together. Well, we probably should, shouldn't we? Alright, so 2,000 fuel in that tank, almost 2,000 fuel in that tank. We've done it! Yes! Alright, so if we can reverse, that would be great. And now we can make our way to either do a mission or straight back home, I guess. Okay, so I didn't realize it for a little bit, but we actually can afford to buy another island, or at least another dock. So that is what we're going to do right now. We're going to travel around the north side of this island, we're going to turn right, and we're going to buy a dock. Is that a horse? There's a horse in the water right there. Oh yes, okay. I mean, this place is actually a really nice place to buy, because you end up with a nice dock, with a larger build area, which is, of course, a nice thing. And, oh, don't crash into it. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't. I have to slam it in reverse, and then even then it has issues. But yeah, it has a nice dock with a big build area, and it actually has a train station too, so not too bad. Alright, island for sale. It's not really an island, but $60,000. That remains... Oh, wait. We only have 7 grand left, but we do still have the boat, so we're okay. Alright, grab the boat. Grab the boat. There we go. Oh, no, wait, what? Where's the boat? Where's my boat? Oh, it sailed too far back. I hate this. It's having issues. Come here, you. Here we go. Hopefully the boat comes back with us, and there she is. Okay, so... without the boat, we actually still have $32,397. Just like in Holt Town, there is another one of these things, so we need to stand inside for another 7 minutes. Okay, well, we got this. Alright, there we go. It is captured, and it is fully under my control. Yes! We own this place now. Well, we owned it anyway, but it turns out the enemy can actually capture this off me, even when I'm using it. Well, this is my new bedroom. We're going to sleep. There we go. And in the morning, we're going to say goodbye. Right, well, that is where episode 1 is going to end. I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it down below and comment what you guys want to see next. I actually really enjoyed this one. We got quite a lot done. We ended up buying this in the first episode, which is crazy. I want to transport containers. I want to build a train. I want to transport some of those trailers over there as well. There's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. We also kind of want to liberate the refinery because it is under enemy control. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.